Hello everyone, buckle up. Because what I'm about to reveal is going to make it feel like winter has decided to roll out the red carpet early this year. We're talking about a season that's gearing up to hit hard by late October and drag its icy, snow-laden spectacle straight through February, possibly even brushing into March. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that if you loved the legendary winter of 2013, you're in for an absolute thrill. Because this year's setup is shaping up to deliver above-average snowfall and no shortage of biting cold to match. Let's start with what's right around the corner, because many of you are already feeling that creeping October chill. By the end of this week, the Midwest and Great Lakes will be the first to truly taste winter's early arrival. Temperatures are forecast to plunge far below normal, with highs barely cracking the 40s across Chicago, Detroit, and Milwaukee, and overnight lows flirting with the teens. If your heat has been on vacation this fall, it's time to call it back to work, because the first flurries may already start sticking in the higher elevations of the upper Midwest by Friday. This, my friends, is your official early season warning. Winter is clocking in early, and it's coming with authority. As we transition into late October and early November, snow isn't just a possibility anymore, it's an expectation. The Great Lakes region will start stacking up light to moderate snow events, around 1 to 3 inches in Chicago and Cleveland by early November, with heavier lake effect bands piling up across northern Michigan and Green Bay. Farther west, the northern plains, including North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota, could see 4 to 6 inches in a single early season event. It's eerily reminiscent of that cold snap back in 2013. When early snow set the tone for months of relentless winter dominance. But this year, totals could end up slightly higher than average. Realistic, but absolutely noticeable. If you'd like a forecast tailored to your city or region, drop it in the comments. I'll go through them individually as time allows. And of course, if you enjoy this content, please like the video and subscribe. It really helps me out. Now, moving forward, November ramps things up. As the month deepens, the snow begins to spread east and south. By mid-November, the Ohio Valley and Mid-Atlantic states will be on the receiving end of some surprise storms. Expect 2 to 4 inches in Columbus, Indianapolis, and Pittsburgh, and around 3 to 5 inches for Philadelphia and northern New Jersey. These won't be gentle flurries. These are scrape your windshield, dig out your car before work kind of storms. New York City will likely see 2 to 3 inches from select events, mostly in late November, setting the stage for a season that could rival the early chills of the infamous 2013-2014 winter. Heading into December, the real story begins to unfold. The northern Rockies and northern plains will endure multiple snow systems stacking up storm after storm. Montana, Wyoming, and northern Idaho could easily rack up 10 to 15 inches across several events, with isolated mountain zones pushing even higher. Meanwhile, the Midwest refuses to relent. Chicago and Detroit are both on track for multiple 3 to 5 inch snowfalls, totaling 12 to 15 inches by the end of December. Minneapolis, brace yourself. You could be looking at 15 to 20 inches in December alone. The East Coast isn't sitting this one out either. I expect several significant winter storms to race up the coast, especially targeting the Mid-Atlantic. Washington, D.C. may see its first substantial snowfall by mid-December, possibly 3 to 6 inches from a single system. Philadelphia and New York City should anticipate 6 to 8 inches combined by the end of December, with northern suburbs flirting with a full foot. When you stack this pattern up against 2013, the parallels are striking, yet this winter may edge slightly above it, shaping up to be a truly memorable season. And then comes January, the crown jewel of the season. The Midwest, Great Lakes, and Northeast will find themselves in the crosshairs of repeated Arctic blasts and back-to-back snow events. Chicago, Detroit, and beyond. The heart of winter is about to show its full force. Cleveland, Detroit, and Milwaukee are bracing for multiple 5-inch-plus snowstorms, and by the end of January, the numbers speak for themselves. Chicago could total 20 to 25 inches, Detroit around 18 to 22 inches, and Cleveland 15 to 20 inches. These figures sit comfortably above long-term averages, setting the stage for a winter that will echo the relentless snow of 2013. Now, let's talk about the South, where snow is a much rarer guest. This year, however, the setup hints at some eye-catching surprises. Northern Arkansas, northern Mississippi, and even northern Alabama could see light snow events of 1 to 3 inches, if the timing and pattern align. Rare, Absolutely. But those southern snowfalls are always a showstopper when they happen. Heading into February, the intensity refuses to fade. The northern Rockies, northern plains, and Midwest are projected to see a continuation of powerful snow systems, adding up to another 10 to 15 inches across cities like Denver, Minneapolis, and Fargo. Totals well above what's typical for the month. On the East Coast, New York City and Boston could each experience multiple storms, dropping 4 to 6 inches per event. If the projected pattern holds, Boston alone could surpass 15 inches of snow in February, sealing the deal on an exceptional winter. Meanwhile, out west, the Sierra Nevada and Rocky Mountains will continue to deliver for snow lovers. Ski resorts across Colorado and California are set for well above average snowfall, creating dream conditions for winter sports. In higher elevations, Lake Tahoe could be buried under 3 to 6 feet of snow cumulatively through February, while the Cascades of Washington and Oregon look poised for 5+ feet in their highest peaks. Let's break it down by region for clarity. Midwest and Great Lakes Chicago, 20-25 inches by late. January, slightly above average Detroit, 18 to 22 inches by late. January Cleveland, 15-20 inches by late. January Minneapolis, 25 to 30 inches by late February. Northeast and Mid-Atlantic, New York City, 12-15 inches by late February. Philadelphia, 10-14 inches Boston, 20-25 inches Washington. DC, 6 to 10 inches total, primarily mid-December and February. Northern Rockies and Mountain. West Denver, 40-50 inches cumulative Salt Lake City, 40+ inches. Montana, Wyoming Mountains, 50+ inches at higher elevations. South and Southeast, rare events. Northern Arkansas, Northern Mississippi, 1 to 3 inches. Isolated events. Tennessee, Northern Alabama, 1 to 2 inches possible. West Coast Mountains, Lake Tahoe, Sierra Nevada, 3 to 6 feet. Total Cascades. WA or 5+ feet at high elevations. Now for the narrative kicker. The next chapter begins within the coming week. A surge of Arctic air will pour into the Midwest and Great Lakes, delivering bitterly cold mornings and daytime highs struggling to rise above freezing. The chill will make snow stickier, roads slicker, and the overall winter intensity stronger than anything we've felt in recent Octobers. Picture the early bite of the 2013-2014 winter, then amplify it, a touch colder, a bit snowier, and definitely more memorable. So what does this mean for you? It's time to plan ahead. Snowblowers might need dusting off earlier than expected. Roads will get icy sooner. And for those of you who live for winter, the skiers, snowboarders, and snow chasers, this season could turn your October trails into snow-packed playgrounds that last deep into spring. This winter isn't shy. It's bold, ambitious, and unapologetically wintry. While snowfall will be only slightly above average on paper, the story it tells, from October chills to February blizzards, will make it unforgettable. If you remember the magic and mayhem of 2013, get ready. This one might just top it. More snow, deeper cold snaps, and an undeniable surge of that pure winter thrill. And remember, it's still a forecast. Mother Nature always keeps a few surprises up her sleeve. But all signs right now point toward a winter that arrives early, stays long, and makes its presence known. From the upper Midwest to the Northeast, from the Rockies to the Sierra Nevada, this won't be a quiet season. Winter is making an entrance, so get ready for the snow, the chill and the excitement that only a true, intense American winter can deliver. If you'd like a forecast for your specific city or region, drop it in the comments. I'll respond individually as time allows. And as always, commenting is completely free. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next update.